What's up, guys? In this video I will show you and tell you about Deus Research Lab or Research Base and all mechanics of every single boss here and what you need to do. As usual, for Transcendence dungeon you need to kill mobs to get enough points to summon the final boss. In this case we need 60 points and 90 points from 2 bosses. In total we get 150, which is enough to summon Atiel. Usually 3 players in the beginning kill all the monsters here, and 1 goes and opens the kisk. Like so. You don't need to use wind ride from here, you can just glide right in the middle of it. This will save you quite a bit of time. Just be careful not to miss it, because if you do, you are dead. Then you ride on it and open the kisk over here. After you, we need to kill more monsters here, because we don't have enough. So we gather all guards and finish them off. On level 10 or stage 10, monster will leave blood pools or poison pools, as you can see. Don't stand on it, you will die real fast. Also don't let monsters stand on it, they will heal and deal more damage. Also, as you see, there are soul binder of some kind. This is like a guard tower, so you need to avoid them. They will not just shoot you and deal you some damage, they will also slow you down a lot. And if there are 2 of you, like you and your teammate, it will tether you. You will have a connection between each other that you need to cut off, because if you don't, you will receive constant damage. Now on to the first boss, called Gelcos. It's annoying, super annoying boss for melee classes. You must have a block skills for it, otherwise you will just die or won't be doing any damage at all. First, his skill is his whipping you out and leaving this thunder on the floor that will dot you. He has a lot of AoE skills, but most of them are in front of him, although some of them are around him too. So he jumps in the middle and then punches the ground, and as you can see, deals quite a bit around himself. Also, I'm pretty sure you already noticed I had arrows flying out of me a few times. You get a debuff from bosses damage, which gets stuck up to 3 times, and after you get 3 stacks, you explode and deal damage around yourself. It's super annoying with a full team, because if a few of your teammates get it, you can wipe yourself out with it, so be careful. I also didn't mention his skill just now when he pulled in the middle and swiped like this one. Yeah, here it is. He's pulling in the middle and swiping his whip around. Obviously you need to stand out of it. What I'm doing here isn't recommended at all, because I'm overgeared for this dungeon right now, but if you're gonna be with like 2400 GS, it's gonna be a real pain in the ass. People usually die a lot on this boss, resurrect on the nearest kisk and just come back to finish him off. But that's it for the first boss. Let's go for the second one. Second boss, called Nazmun, is much easier than the first one, at least in my opinion. All you have to do is bring him up closer to this edge, some kind of balcony over here, but don't go to the balcony itself, because if you do, he will restore himself. You do this to avoid these lightning towers that spin around. So first mechanic of his is him putting around you these lightning fields a little bit, which explode and stun. So you need to avoid them, obviously. He also shoots lasers in front of him 3 times, so stand either behind him or on the side. Also, he puts a debuff on random character in your team, which won't do anything to you, but it will explode around you, so you will stun and deal damage to your teammates, so be careful. He almost always have a safe space near him, so you can pretty much deal damage and just well, coast around him, like I do right now. This is the skill I was talking about that will stun your teammates if you have. I'm doing this solo to make this video, so it doesn't matter for me. This is pretty much it. So a lot of AoE damage that you need to avoid and kill him. He's super easy on mid distance, pretty annoying for melee, but still doable. They nerfed him, he was much harder before, but I digress, it doesn't matter. So after we finish him off, we go to the final boss. But usually we need to kill a little bit more monsters to fill up the gauge required to summon him. I won't bore you with it. I will show you a little hack, I guess, or cheat. Well, not cheat. It's a smart way to do this dungeon a little bit faster. So you can open all kisks much faster if you go right from the very beginning to the final boss. So you ignore kisk near second boss and you jump right from here, from this balcony, just like that. You run, jump, and you fly straight towards this island in front of me. Small one that's in a little bit far away. You fly directly towards it. Don't wiggle left and right, otherwise you will miss it. You won't have enough flight. And then, as you see, I'm here. After that, you can just jump over here, and we cut about half the way to the final boss. It's pretty straightforward from here, and you open a kisk on final boss. I already did it, so I won't bore you with it. Now, how do you reach second boss from the final boss, kisk? You do it like this. You run backwards and you jump right from here. And this way you will reach second boss. The only downside to this strategy or tactic is that it takes more time to reach second boss from this kisk if you died during killing him. So be careful. But this lets you finish this dungeon about 1 minute faster, maybe even a little bit more. That's it. Let's go for the final boss. Quite a few players said to me that this boss is easier for melee classes, and I kinda get it why. Because this boss forces you to keep close and personal with him. He has a lot of AoE damage as usual, so try to avoid it. Better to be either behind him or on the sides, otherwise he can take you like this and kill you. There's also a mechanic of sharing damage, which I won't be able to show you because I'm doing this solo, but sometimes he's boxing one character and you need to all gather together in the circle around him to save him, otherwise he will die. Now, another mechanic is him jumping in the middle and then summoning these wind waves. You can avoid them with shift, or you can jump over them, or you can glide over them. But be careful because they can push you out of this platform. If you drop down, this is GG for you. Another mechanic, he's tethering you. He basically forcing you to be close to him, so you can't get away when he tethers you because you will receive damage. This is why it's much harder for ranged players who are not as familiar as melee classes getting close to a boss. Obviously you need to avoid these wind streams that are going around me, otherwise they not just deal damage but can also push you out of the platform. As usual, it's super handy to have block on you if you're a tank or gladiator. Then we will repeat the mechanic of these wind streams going out. Well, waves, not streams. And the last mechanic I will show you is red wind, as I call it. I also have to mention that he tethers teammates together, that you will have to break the connection between you, otherwise you will receive damage and die. Because I was doing this solo, I couldn't show it to you, but I hope you understand what I mean. Here it is. During this stage you need to fill up his Stadiger gauge, otherwise you will die. It's not that hard to do. As you can see, I easily done it just by myself. So 2 players using stagger skills will be more than enough to fill it up. And that's it. There are no more skills that he can do. But you have to have enough damage to do this also in time, because otherwise he will rage and break the platform. That's it. Thanks for watching.